Okay, we made it to Cars and Coffee with our Volvo 544, and we parked right next to
making soup in oil pans, you know, whatever.
Another Volvo.
I still think the best one was when Shelly came home here.
It's a Volvo Swedish Army vehicle of some type.
What are you doing? We have to get rid of it. Mario instantly turned you around and said,
It has a B30 6-cylinder with Stromberg, twin Stromberg carbs under the middle. Really pretty cool. Canvas top. I don't know how the transmission's in the shifter's in the front. Look at that thing. What's this called? What's this called again?
The hard body version was a C303.
Okay.
This one's the TGB 1111, which I can't pronounce the Swedish. It's like Tarangible. It basically means off-road truck.
Oh.
1111, and it was the anti-tank truck.
Yeah.
Would have had a Recoilless rifle, or this version had a missile launcher on it.
Wow.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Steve. I'm part of the Get Out.
Wow.
Aaron. Aaron, how you doing?
It's got LED headlights. It's an old missile launcher truck. Look at the dual mufflers. It looks pretty capable.
And look at all this trim in my shape too.
Okay, we're gonna go for a ride in this bad boy.
There is a grab right up here in the center.
Okay.
It is obviously a little awkward. Yep. It's not hard when the top's off. You just grab these, put yourself in. No big deal.
Oh man, you are sitting up high. That sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds really smooth.
When I first got from the shop, it's just I had to sit and wait. I couldn't pull out. It
Right.
died every time, and now
Oh, that's-
I'm gonna pull left so I don't hit your trucks.
You wouldn't even know it if you hit it.
We'll be right back. I'll be back. This sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it
you
sounds.
can see that if I push this up, it might shed a little water. So coming in here and then dripping down and sitting on here in this channel was probably the worst. The worst for us.
Those are nice new seals.
Yeah, the guy, the local guy, did a great job. And so our 4x4 light's here. If I go over and up, and it just engaged the 4x4.
Oh wow.
Or go back into high, or I can push it on. You heard the vacuum lock there?
Yeah.
Or actually technically disengage.
Oh, that's sweet. It's all in the same gear shift. That's...
I have a front. This is actually the rear diff lock, and the light, and the front diff lock. This one I don't know if it's actually working because the light came on before. It's not coming on now. That could be the light. I'm still hearing the vacuum, but it's hard to test the diff lock without raising the truck up.
Yep.
And I'm going to do it eventually, but. And then here's the heater in the back.
Oh yeah. That should put out some heat.
It does. I mean, you'll burn yourself if you touch it.
Oh yeah.
When it's on high.
That's a pretty good heater. That's like a little jet heater.
And then here's the front.
Oh yeah.
So that's second gear, and I have like I gotta shift down.
No torque.
Yeah, before I had a lot more torque, and so I think this. I don't know, but you know, I mean, like I said, I'm still learning about carbs and really how they work on a vehicle like this. So is that because they're not synchronized, or is it because they're just not very good?
Are the new carburetors bigger?
Like SUs?
Are the throat size larger?
They shouldn't be. They should be exactly the same.
Yeah. It could be your timing. It could be just simply your timing.
On the points, you mean?
Yep.
And again, that's something I haven't. I'm still learning.
If you leave the key on when you're working on the rig and the points are closed, they'll actually burn and that'll change your timing. That's why electronic ignition totally eliminates that.
Oh, well, that's something I may have done by accident.
Yeah, it's easy to do. This thing rides good for a house stiffly sprung you would think it would be.
And it is very stiffly sprung.
Yeah.
And you're right, it rides great. I wish I had someone to drive over that not get in trouble.
Right.
But you know, I'm in third gear, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
I broke one of the long channel on the windshield, so I don't have a wiper for that side right now. I swapped them over.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a buckboard at all. I was expecting it to feel like I'm, you know, riding a buck.
There you go. That's their little.
Yeah, that sounds like timing.
I think so. Okay.
It's worth checking into.
Well, I'd love to pick your brain on how to really test that.
Yep.
I do want to. I want to upgrade to electronic ignition anyway, but you know, cost and I don't know how easy it is to do. If it's something I can do myself.
If it's Pertronics, it's a piece of cake.
I recognize the name. I know people. That's what they use.
I think this is a pretty common engine, like for boats and things. So I would think that the unit would be readily available.
So in Sweden, a civilian vehicle by law has to have the lights come on when the engine turned on.
Right.
So even back in the 1970s. So this switch actually is basically, if you have this on, and as soon as the engine starts, the lights will come on. And then you've got turn signal indicator, same thing, high beam, and these are all have this cat's eye, so that at night you can turn the light off.
That's so cool.
Voltage, low voltage, and this is the brakes. It's got this really complicated brake system, and if you slam your brakes on and you start skidding, it'll actually engage the 4x automatically. And then, but I haven't reset underneath. There's a little pin to reset, and they didn't do a very good job bleeding it out. And then this is my oil, but I broke the back, so I've got a new one coming from Sweden. This is the back piece to which is why I haven't put this back on and put the cage back over it. And of course, I'll show you back here behind these real quick. But dual brake reservoirs right there.
All right.
I just so desperately want to drive over all the curves
and things, yeah.
Which is not good. It's not nice, not friendly.
No.
You know, I'm sure they're really generous letting us come meet here. So this group, I know a couple of the guys previously who were in this 4x4 group, and I haven't gone out yet, but I'm definitely going to go out with them.
Oh yeah, this thing should do awesome.
Yeah. The closest I've gotten is Germantown and Skyline. I live up in that area, and I took it up there, and I couldn't get it stuck. There's a lot up there with all these deep ruts on it that someone's people have put in, and I couldn't get it to get stuck. So that's a pretty good indicator. Yeah, and it's not with the top on. It's a little bit of a pain.
Here is Volvo.
Yeah, but I'm happy overall.
Yeah, that's a really cool rig.
This is, as far as we can tell from guys who are into this truck on the forums, this is the only one of this body style in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost a mud flap.
Uh-oh.
That's too bad. I have mud flaps on order.
All right, so we just took a ride in this awesome vehicle. I can't even remember what it was called, but it's a Volvo, and it shoots missiles, or it did, from Sweden. So I'll do another pan around. This all opens up, the trunk all opens, it's all for storage. That top part pops up for tools and things. Really cool. I'm not really into military vehicles, but this has got me going. Again, it's a 6-cylinder, 3-liter Volvo. Runs over anything. The windshield folds down. The whole roll bar system folds every which way, so you can have a flat top. And I guess the missile used to be shot out of this hole right here, which is now plugged. You can see the windshield has got a cut to it to allow that. Man, that's pretty neat. Pretty awesome. I'm really glad you brought that to Cars and Coffee today. Super.